Hi guys, and welcome back to the Lazy Girls Kitchen. For those of you that are new, my name is Maggie and welcome. Today I'm going to share with you a really fancy but really easy dessert recipe. It's how I like to make my crepes with fruit filling, and we're going to make the fruit filling from scratch. So it's going to be delicious, it's really easy, a little time consuming, but I promise you it's worth it. If you want to see how it comes together, keep on watching. To make the crepe, what you're going to need is over here I just have some all-purpose flour, an egg, some salt, and then some whole milk. And then you're going to need some vegetable oil, but hold off on that. You're going to need that way later on. So to my flour, I'm going to go ahead and add in my whole milk. My egg. And a little pinch of salt. Maybe a little more. Now all you're going to do is you're going to combine this. Just making sure not to over whisk it because you don't want a really tough crepe. You want a really soft and fluffy crepe. And then what I do is I add the vegetable oil to my batter right before I fry it. That way I don't have to keep adding it to my pan. And let me tell you, it works. They taste amazing, makes no difference in taste because vegetable oil doesn't really have any taste. So my batter is nice and smooth. If you find that it's too tough or too thick, you can go ahead and add in a little bit of extra milk, but I think this is perfect. It's still thick and runny, but just will give you the most beautiful crepe. So now what I do is I put this in the fridge for about 30 minutes just to kind of give it some time to come together and rest. And in the meantime, we're going to work on our fruit filling. So for the fruit filling, what you're going to need is some strawberries, some blueberries, and some blackberries that I have in this pot right here. And then to that, I'm going to go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of water. And because I want a little bit of sweetness, some of the berries can be a little bit sour, even though they're in season. I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now, I'm going to put this over medium-low heat, and I'm going to let this cook together for about, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes until you get a beautiful mixture that really comes together and becomes really juicy. And you're going to want to stir this every few minutes just to make sure nothing sticks, nothing burns, and then I will show you what it looks like when it's there. My jam is all set, so this is it. All the fruit have popped. You could see it's like colorful and beautiful. It smells amazing. I'm going to set this aside to cool a little bit because as it cools, it's going to thicken and give you that nice jammy feel. So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside, and now we are going to start on our crepes. So to this, I'm just going to add in about 1 tablespoon or so of oil. Not too much, just a little bit. I'm going to mix this in. And then that way you don't have to keep adding it to the pan as you're frying. Alright, so I'm going to just mix this in and then I'll meet you here in 1 second. So this is my crepe pan. It's really small. You don't need one. You can just use a regular pan, but I love this one. So my burner is on. It's on medium heat. And for the first crepe, I always grease the pan with just a little bit of vegetable oil. Just for the first one, because remember we added some vegetable oil to the batter. So I take a ladle full about this much, and all you're going to do is just pour it in and just kind of swash it around. And my first crepe always comes out wonky looking, and it really cooks quite quickly, so I would say about 30 to 45 seconds on each side, and then you're going to flip it, cook it on the other side for about the same, and then your crepe is all set. I'm going to finish frying these up, and then I will meet you here to continue. Here are my crepes. They're nice and beautiful. Look at that. Look at that thin, beautiful goodness. And then here is our jammy jam. I don't know if you could see it really well, but it's gorgeous. It started to thicken up, but it's not super duper thick, if that makes any sense. But let me tell you, if you were in this kitchen right now, you would be smelling heaven. All right, time to assemble. So all you're going to do, plop your crepe down. Put as much or as little as you want. I mean, I worked hard to get this so beautiful, so I'm going to plop it in. And then all you do is just roll your crepe. And that is it. So I hope you found this helpful. Top it with some powdered sugar, maybe a little bit of more drizzle of fruit, and you are good to go. Make sure that if you have not subscribed yet, you do that right now, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.